unfamiliar for the very first time. Whether taking an airplane, taking a ferry for the first time, all very nauseating feelings. But what about going to the bathroom for the very first time? Alone, in summer camp, at night. That's what happened to me when I was 12. My parents decided to send me to summer camp 8 years ago. Now, in the daytime, when you think about going to the bathroom, who really puts much thought into it? You just see it, it's like, okay, it's over there. When I need to use it, I'll go there. But at nighttime, it's a completely different ballgame. So in that summer camp, we were in a wooden house. Us, as in 8 boys. So 4 pairs of bunk beds, 4 pairs of boys in 4 bunk beds. The wooden house floor laid out was about the size of this stage. That's about the size, divided by 3. So then one evening, the first night, in the middle of the night, nature did its summons for me to go do my business. And I had to go of course, perform. But I have to go prepare. I can't just go out there into the unknown, not knowing what I'm going to encounter. So I have to bring my items with me and come prepared. So I bring my flashlight with me and exit the house. Of course, these are one of the times when that flashlight becomes untrustworthy. It's either low battery or it doesn't work at all, no matter how many times you click it. Nothing happens. So you have a general direction of where the bathroom is. Somewhere over there. You knew it was there in the morning, but at nighttime it could have moved. Who knows? So you walk and you hear all these sounds. Owls hooting, leaves getting blown, crickets, squeaking. Just exactly what you picture of a forest or a yoga meditation video. Same sounds you hear. So I make my way there to the bathroom. Must have been hours since I've left the house. And over there, there's this wooden door. Obviously, there's no lock or there's not any sign that says occupied or vacant. So I make my way in there. And as I'm making use of this bathroom, I think to myself, what if someone tries to get in or something tries to get in? Then I would have to be quite some trouble falling into a deep hole. Of course, there's no way I could get out of it. I didn't bring a trowel with me, so I couldn't dig myself out of that. Fortunately, that did not happen. So I made it completely unharmed while I was in there. But now I have to make the trek back to that wooden house. And I did do so. And it took probably hours going back, as to me, that's what it felt like. I mean, going through the forest at night, it's just like going through Central Park late at night. Who knows what can happen? I mean, I've never done it myself. I make it back to the wooden house. Back safely. I'm pretty sure my parents would have felt he survived, so they must have been very proud. But that's what I think. I made it back safely. Until the next morning, I found out I was not unscathed. Because my campmate, Ben, woke me up and said, "Ew, what's that?" Pointing to the bottom of my right shoe. There was some muddy green texture to it. And I told him, I must have stepped on something. It's not a dead animal. But it's one thing that Ben saw this about what was going on with my shoe. What if it had been seen by Blonde Beauty Betty? That would have been a totally different case. I can't let someone notice that on me. How would I look? So I spent the whole second day thinking about what I can do to avoid this happening again. It could happen any night because this summer camp is 7 nights. So I have 6 nights. What if any of these nights I have to go out to make another trip again? So I'm laying in bed the second night thinking, what can I do? Then it hit me, or at least it hit him. "Ed, what's going on up there? It stinks. You gotta go to the bathroom." Now I need to go. And go bring a flashlight too. Problem solved. So you're probably thinking, whatever happened to Betty? Well, the whole week I couldn't think of what clever thing to say, because you have to be clever when you try to be smooth with the ladies. So all the camp kids are waiting for the parents to pick us up on the last day, on that Sunday. 40 of us waiting for our parents and guardians to pick us up. And then I'm still thinking, what clever thing I must say. Something then caught my attention. A blue sedan pulls over. And out comes Ed's grandparents, but they're not the ones who caught my attention. What caught my attention was who was in the back seat. Ed's younger sister, Elizabeth. She was gonna call my attention. And I realized that from my weeks living with these campmates, Ed told me every last week of summer before he goes back to school, he visits his grandparents for that week. And his grandparents live 6 blocks away from me. Ka-ching.
All right.
So everything, these obstacles and problems that I had in my head, they were in my head. All these strategies and tactics on how to maneuver were also in my head. I just had needed an opportunity to venture forward and try them out and test them out to see whether they worked. This time for me, luckily it worked. All I needed was an idea in my head. Or you could say, all I needed was Ed in a bed. Thank you.